وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. باب الارتفاق الأول. As Imam mentioned the 4 irtifaqat briefly in the previous chapter, so now he is elaborating these irtifaqat one by one in the coming chapters. So this chapter is regarding irtifaq awwal. And irtifaq awwal, as we mentioned, that is the village life, small village life in far-flung areas. So he said, minhu al-lughatul mu'abbira amma fi zamir al-insan. From this irtifaq, there is the language which expresses what is there in the inner sense of, or in the inner side of a human. Innal kalam la fil fuad wa innama ju'ila al-lisanu 'ala al-fuad dalila. Innal kalam la fil fuad wa innama ju'ila al-lisanu 'ala al-fuad dalila. The actual speech and talk that is there inside the dhamir and the conscience of insan are human. And what the tongue does, it expresses that. What is there? Got it? The brain composes it and then the tongue expresses that. Got it? Because in dhamir or inside, that is in a dispersed way. In what? Not in a composed way. Then the brain composes the word and the tongue expresses that. Well, aslu fi zalika, but where from the language came or the lugha came? So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that some actions being done, it sounds, so then we give it a word. Some hayat or forms happened, so we give it a word. Well, aslu fi zalika af'alun wa hayatun wa ajsamun tulabisu sawtan ma, which is mulabis. Mulabis means look like this, like libas to your body, which is mean affiliated or which is patched to sawtan ma, with a sound. Bil mujawara, either because of neighboring, or with tasabbub, or that was the reason and cause for that, or ghayrahuma. Fayuhka zalika as-sawt kama huwa. So then that sound is expressed as it is. And the best example is I give you, that is like tu'an. That is for what? For stepping. Got it? So from the very beginning it's a tu'a, but in the end a noon sounds. Got it? Because that's an iron. So then in Arabic, that stabbing, that is called tu'ana, yat'anu, tu'anan. Got it? And all the forms of language came out of that. ثم يتصرف فيه باشتقاق السياق. And then the tasarruf is done in that we deduce the siyaq, the past tense and the present tense and the future tense and things like that. بأزاي اختلاف المعاني, because there are different meanings, past and the future and present, or the doer or the being done to, and so relative adjective or adjectives or whatever. So different forms are coming. ويشبه أمور مؤثرة في الأبصار أو محدثة لهيئات وجدانية في النفس. And also another shibha or resemblance is to certain forms which happens into your sight, as I told you and give you the example. Like as we look at the sun, bright sun, yes, so then our sight become blurry or glary. Got it? So it is like this. It is doing like this. So we got a word for that in Pashto, kiribiri kedal. Yes, or in Urdu they called the word chundiya jana. What? Chundiya jana. So that was actually that forms that happened to your sight. Or muhdisa lehayat wijdaniya, or some sounds which creates hayat wijdaniya, inner feelings, fin nafs, in your inner self. Bil qism al-awwal, so that is qism awwal. That is from irtifaq qism awwal. Wa yutakallafu lahu sawtun kamislihi. And for that with takalluf, with what? With takalluf, with hardship, you are bringing out a sawt or a sound for that. Kamislihi. ثم اتسعت اللغات بالتجوز لمشابهة أو مجاورة والنقل لعلاقة ما. And then in the same way the lughat are expanded. The lughat are expanded بالتجوز, figuratively. بالتجوز means figuratively. لمشابهة, either because of resemblance, or مجاورة, or because of neighborhood, والنقل, or because of transferring from one sense to another, لعلاقة ما, because of a relation or connection in between. وهنالك أصول أخرى. So this is one asal. This is what? Say what you said. This is one asal of ارتفاق أول. And there are other usul or other roots of ارتفاق أول ستجدها في بعض كلامنا, which you will find in some of our speaking or speeches. ومنه, and from that ارتفاق أول, another thing is الزرع, the sowing or the agriculture, والغرس, and the plantation, وحفر الآبار, and digging of wells, وكيفية الطبخ, and cooking, ways of cooking, والإتدام, and making shorba. إتدام means shorba. Shorba in Urdu, shorba in Pashto, shorba. Yes. And Saramati of the Masters, shorba. والإتدام. ومنه استناع الأواني, and from that ارتفاق أول is the making of al-awani as zuruf. منه استناع الأواني, that's the plural of aniya. Aniya means zarf, the parts. Just like cooking part and drinking part and eating part. Yes, the plates and so on, the cups. Wal-qirab, and also of skin bags. Qirab is jam'u qirba, and qirba means the skin bag. Yes. In Pashto, we call it mashk. In Urdu also called mashk. Yes, in Farsi also called mashk, and that's why the mashki guy is called mashki. Yes. What? Mashki. And sometime back, yes, in Afghanistan there was a mashki king. Yes. Waminhum. Yes, you remember or you don't? Yes, that is mashk. Waminhu. So a mashki guy also became your Afghanistan, is it? Jim? Yes. Everybody exercising kingship there. ومنه تسخير البهائم, and from ارتفاق أول is the تسخير of the animal. تسخير means to subjugate them. What? To subjugate them. واقتناؤها. اقتناؤها means واحتفاظها. اقتناؤها means احتفاظها. Yes. And to get them together. What for? Why we are getting a camel in our house, a horse in our house, a donkey in our house, a cow in our house, a water buffalo in our house, a goat or lamb in our house. Why? لِيُسْتَعَانَ بِظُهُورِهَا وَلُحُومِهَا وَجُلُودِهَا, so we may take benefit of. Isti'anat means talab al-awn, talab al-nusra, to get an aid, بِظُهُورِهَا, with its back mean riding, وَلُحُومِهَا, and eating of its meat, وَجُلُودِهَا, and using of its skins. We are using the skins of all these animals. وَأَشْعَارِهَا, its hairs. وَأَوْبَارِهَا, wabar is also the hair, but that is for camel. It's for what? Ash'ar, that is the hair of goat. Awbar, that is the hair of camel. Got it? And the hair of lamb is called suf in Arabic. وَمِنْ أَصْوَافِهَا وَأَوْبَارِهَا أَسَاسًا وَمَتَاعًا. Yes. وَأَلْبَانِهَا, and also to get aid means support from its milks. وَأَوْلَادِهَا, and its small babies. وَمِنْهُ مَسْكَنٌ, and from the same irtifa there is the house. يُؤْوِيهِ يَحْفَظُهُ أَوَا يُوِي إِوَاءً پَنَادَادًا. أَوَا يُوِي إِوَاءً بمعنى پناهدادًا, yes, shelter. Yes. وَمَسْكَنٌ يُؤْوِيهِ, to shelter him. مِنَ الْحَرِّ, from heat. وَالْبَرْدِ, and from cold. Min al-ghiran. Ghiran is the plural of ghar. Ghar means cave. So these houses or shelters are either the caves, wal-ushush, are the nests. So like certain animals, they are living in cave. Some humans, they were living, and still they are living in caves. Got it? Or the birds, they are living in nests. So what is hut? Hut is just like a nest. What is hut? Just like a nest. Ushush, that is nest. Jam'u ush wa and the like of that. وَمِنْهُ لِبَاسٌ, and from irtifaq awwal, another thing is the dress. يقوم مقام الريش من جلود البهائم. يقوم مقام الريش. That is just like the feathers of birds. So bird is getting protected with what? With feathers. So we are getting protected with what? Say, with the dress. With what? With the dress. So that is our feathers. That is what? That is our feathers. And these are made of what? Min julud al-bahaim. From the skin of the animals. From what? The skin of the animals. So sometime back the people used to use the skin as their dress. Awraq al-ashjar. Or they were look like the banana tree. If you will take 10 leaves of banana, so that's a proper dress. Yes? Got it? From Target. Yes. So anyhow, awraq al-ashjar are from the leaves of the trees. أو مما عملت أيديهم, are what they have done by their own hand, that they are weaving and they are making some fabric or something like that. ومنه, and from ارتفاق أول is أن اهتدى لتعيين منكوحة, that he is getting hidayat or guidance لتعيين منكوحة, to specify a lady. لتعيين منكوحة, to specify a lady based on marriage or based on nikah. لا يزاحم فيها أحد, so nobody may fight with him regarding that lady, because that is his wife only. يدفع بها شبقه, that he is fulfilling with that شبقه شهوته. ويزرع بها نسله, that he is fulfilling his sexual desire with. ويزرع بها نسله, and he is creating with that نسله his own offspring. ويستعين بها في حوائج المنزلية, and he is getting help of her regarding works at home, that she is cooking and she is washing and things like that. وفي حضانة الأولاد, and also in taking care of the kids. وتربيتها, and the nourishment of the kids. وغير الإنسان لا يعينها إلا بنحو من الاتفاق. Now as far as the human is concerned, he is specifying it based on their own culture by way of nikah. So in every culture there is a way of nikah, that this is specifically for them. But in certain animals there is specification of their female mate, So that is a case of coincidence. That's what? A case of coincidence, that they met one another somewhere and they got together. And now they are husband and wife. Yes? إلا بنوع من الاتفاق أو بكونهما توأمين, or this getting together as husband and wife is that they are born from one mother at the same time. They are born from one mother at the same time, and when they are adult, so they became just like husband and wife. Because for them, that is not haram, that brother and sister. Because Sharia is not applied to them. أو بكونهما توأمين, or they were twins. أدركا على المرافقة. أدركا mean بلغا حد البلوغ. أدركا على المرافقة. So they were rafiq, or companions of one another, and they attained the age of puberty. So when they attained the age of puberty, so their shahwa was there, so they started that. ونحو ذلك, and such like things. ومنه, and from that ارتفاق أول is أن اهتدى لصناعات, that he got guidance the sana'atin la yatimmu az-zar'u, to such like manufacturing means making tools. Sana'at mean making tools. For such like sana'at la yatimmu az-zar'u wal gharsu wal hafru wa taskhiru al-ba'aim wa ghayr dhalika illa biha, that agriculture or plantation or digging or subjugation of animals, that is not possible but with those tools. إلا بها كالمعول. So معول is like the pickaxe. What? The pickaxe. والدلو, or like bucket for water. Got it? And والسكة. And sukka is the pair of bulls. What? That is the pair of bulls for plowing. For what? For plowing. Because at that time tractors were not there. So they were plowing or tilling with what? With bulls. Got it? والحبال, and the ropes, ونحوها, and things like that. ومنه أن اهتدى, and from ارتفاق أول, another thing is أن اهتدى لمبادلات, that they got guidance for exchange. For what? For exchange. So this exchange is as old as the human history is. In the beginning, look, In the beginning, everything was available in plenty. So people used to take for their own use things. At that time, ownership was not taking place. Later on, they grabbed the properties or they grabbed the ownership. Now one thing was extra with you, another was with me. You were in need of this one, I was in need of. So barter sale, it took place, or barter exchange, that's called mubadala. Yes, and whatever purchase and sale we are doing, actually that started from barter sale. Yes, and later on it came to currency. It came to what? To currency. That we are paying currency and then we get the stuff. That's also mubadala. Mubadala means exchange. And also supporting one another in one way or the other in certain umur. So we ask help of one another or not. Like if I am in need of help, so Tarijan, the poor guy, I bother him a lot. That Tarijan, can you do this? He said, yes, I will do that. Yes, Tarijan, my car, it has a problem. He said, I will do that. Tarijan, the mobile, he said, I will do that. Jazakallah, may Allah bless him. So anyhow, so that is mu'awana. That is what? That is mu'awana. So وَمِنْهُ أَنْ يَقُومَ أَصَدُّهُمْ رَأْيًا. And from that irtifaq awwal, أَنْ يَقُومَ أَصَدُّهُمْ رَأْيًا سَدِيدُ الرَّأْيِ. سَدِيدُ الرَّأْيِ صَائِبُ الرَّأْيِ. سَدِيدُ الرَّأْيِ means صَائِبُ الرَّأْيِ. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا. So what is قَوْلِ سَدِيد? قَوْلِ سَدِيد is a true saying according to circumstances. A true saying according to circumstances. Sometimes a saying is true, but that is not in accordance with circumstances. You are creating a fitna. So at that time to zip your mouth, that is good. Not to speak out. Got it? For example, that will be a day of Qiyamah if, for example, we saw that Nabi came in angry way and he was saying that Mawli Yusuf, you were there, you know that what Mr. Ahmad said about me? Yes, and Mr. Ahmad said it, for example. Now if Mawli Yusuf will speak out, yes, he said like this. So now Nabi will jump on him and he will defend and a fight will go on. So at that time, what is Qawl Sadid? Not to speak out. Yes, to turn his focus to something else. That what happened to Corona? Did you find it? Or it has gone somewhere? And how's your mom? She's okay? Yeah, to change the situation. So at that time, if Mawli Yusuf, if he will say, let me speak out, so what will be the result? The fight. So that is not Qawl Sadid. You can call it Qawl Sadid, Musir lil Fitna. Qawl Sadid, Musir lil Fitna. It doesn't mean that you should tell lie, but change the subject. Yes? Change the subject. Or you can say like this, that do you know? Yes, referring to another situation that Mr. Ahmad was talking about Naveed in a good way. Yeah, that do you know? I was with Mr. Ahmad in that kitchen and the way he was speaking high of you. Yes? So it will cool him down. It will? So that is called Qawl Sadid. Got it? So, وَمِنْهُ أَنْ يَقُومَ, and that is from irtifaq awwal, that someone who has a good opinion. Asaddum ra'yadmi, good opinion. وَأَشَدُّمْ بَطْشًا, and someone who is strong in hold. فَيُسَخِّرُ الْآخَرِينَ. Now look, these are two things, these are needed. These are needed. وَزَادَهُ بَسْطَةً فِي الْعِلْمِ وَالْجِسْمِ. وَزَادَهُ بَسْطَةً فِي الْعِلْمِ وَالْجِسْمِ. That Talut alayhi salatu wassalam, when he was appointed by Prophet, what was the Prophet name? Samuel alayhi salatu wassalam. When Samuel, he appointed Talut. Yes, in Old and New Testament he is called, in New Testament and Old Testament he is called Saul. No, Saul. Talut is called Saul. Yes, S-A-U-L. But in Quran he is called Talut. So, Sayyidina Talut, he was appointed by Prophet Samuel alayhi salatu wasalam as king. Got it? So now the people objected to that Talut is not from the offspring of Benjamin, from the offspring of Yehuda. He is from the offspring of Benjamin. Benjamin's family, they are for religious leadership. But political leadership, that is with the family of Yehuda. Got it? So, how? وَلَمْ يُؤْتَ سَعَةً مِنَ الْمَالِ. Yes, sometimes you can put someone to a post. To what? To a post because he's a rich man. Because he's a rich man. So, the Jews, they said, وَلَمْ يُؤْتَ سَعَةً مِنَ الْمَالِ. He is not a rich man also. So, how you appointed him as a king? Neither from the king family, nor capitalist. So, he said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اخْتَارَهُ عَلَيْكُمْ. That is actually selection of Allah. That's what? So for selection of Allah, you are in no need of reason. Because it crushed all the reasons. When selection of God came, do we need any reason?
No.
Say, no. Executive order. That is what? Executive order. So executive order by the Creator, it does not need any reason. So وَلَمْ يُؤْتَ سَعَةً مِنَ الْمَالِ. So he said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اخْتَارَهُ عَلَيْكُمْ وَزَادَهُ بَسْطَةً فِي الْعِلْمِ وَالْجِسْمِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given him enlarged knowledge, and he has given him a strong body. So that's what Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi is referring to, that enlarged ilm means that his opinion is to the point. Number one. And number two, his hold is very strong. His hold is very strong. وَأَشَدُّمْ بَطْشًا فَيُسَخِّرُ الْآخَرِينَ. So he will subjugate people to himself. وَيَرْأَسْ. And he will become their ra'is. Ra'asa yar'asu, to become ra'is. That he will become their ra'is. Got it? Got or not it? وَيَرْبَعْ وَيَسْتَقِيمْ. And he will go straight. وَيَرْبَعْ وَيَسْتَقِيمْ. وَلَوْ بِوَجْهٍ مِنَ الْوُجُوهِ. With one way or the other. بِوَجْهٍ مِنَ الْوُجُوهِ in English, your technical translation will be one way or the other. وَمِنْهُ أَن تَكُونَ فِيهَا. And from that irtifaq awwal is أن تكون فيها سنة مسلمة. That there is a known way. سنة مسلمة means a known way. لفصل خصوماتهم. To judge their disputes. وَكَبْحِ ظَالِمِهِمْ. وَكَبْحِ ظَالِمِهِمْ. Now look at me. For a horse to control him, we are putting what? The reins in his mouth. What? The reins in his mouth. Got it? Or we embridle him. We what? Embridle him. Bridle also. That is called the rein or the bridle. No, the thing is called bridle. The function is called embridle. B-R-I-D-D-L-E, bridle. Got it? Or rein, R-E-I-G-N. Yes? My English is stronger, yours. I'm looking for word how to make you to understand easily. And still you are not thankful to Allah. Are you? Are you or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good. I didn't say thankful to me. No, because I am a slave of Allah. Yes? So whatever the slave is doing, he is doing on behalf of his master. Yes?
Yes.
Got it. So if the slave gives you some khidmah and services, you must be thankful to his master. So we have to be thankful to Allah. وَكَبْحِ ظَالِمِهِمْ. And to rein or bridle ظَالِمِهِمْ, their unjust guy. Their unjust guy or oppressor. Zalim means oppressor. وَدَفْعِ مَنْ يُرِيدُ أَنْ يَغْزُوهُمْ. And to stop and to push back. Dafa means pushing back. مَنْ يُرِيدُ, that one who wants أَنْ يَغْزُوهُمْ, to attack them. وَلَا بُدَّ أَنْ يَكُونَ فِي كُلِّ قَوْمٍ مَنْ يَسْتَنْبِطُ طُرُقَ الْإِرْتِفَاقِ. And that is must, that in every nation there must be someone يَسْتَنْبِطُ طُرُقَ الْإِرْتِفَاقِ, who is deducing the ways of irtifaq and civilization. فِيمَا يُهِمُّهُمْ شَانُهُ. In those umur which is muhtam bishan. Yuhimmu shanhu means in needed umur or in azim umur. In great umur, in great affairs. فَيَقْتَدِي بِهِ سَائِرُ النَّاسِ. And all the people will follow him. وَأَنْ يَكُونَ فِيهِمْ. And this is also must for a nation, to be amongst them man, that one yuhibbul jamal, who is in love with the beauty. وَالرَّفَاهِيَّةِ. And easy life or relaxed life. وَالدَّعَ. And da'a mean rest. وَالدَّعَ mean tanasani. Tanasani mean that something with a little you can get a lot. So what is tanasani? Now you can go here from to Los Angeles walking on foot also. But that is a hardship and a mashaqqa. What is tanasani? To have a car. So there must be someone who can deduce some tanasani. Got it? Or sources of tanasani. In Persian that is tanasani. Got it? And in English we can call to provide them some ease. To provide them what? Some ease. وَلَوْ بِوَجْهٍ مِّنَ الْوُجُوهِ, in one way or the other. Woman, and also this is must, to be amongst them that one, yubaha bi akhlaqihi, that people, they are mubaha, yubahi bi akhlaqihi, that he is proud of his character. That is must for a nation, that amongst them there must be someone who is proud of his character. What character? Min ash-shuja'a, that he is a brave man. Was-samaha, he is a generous man. Wal-fasaha, he is an eloquent in speech. Wal-qis, and he is a wise man. Wal-qis, qis mean? Wise or wisdom. Wa-ghayriha. Waman, and also that is must for a nation. So it means that Imam says, look, that a human community needs all these people. That will be a perfect community. Otherwise, if not, so there will be a shortage. There will be a shortage. And amongst them there must be someone yuhibbu, that he is in love with. An yatira swaytuhu. An yatira swaytuhu. Swayt means shohrat. An yatira swaytuhu. That his fame has gone too high. His fame has gone too high. His fame is flying mean going too high. Flying mean going too high. وَيَرْتَفِعَ جَاهُ, and his status is very high. وَقَدْ مَنَّ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى فِي كِتَابِهِ الْعَظِيمِ, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done a favor in his great book, عَلَى عِبَادِهِ, on his slaves, بِإِلْهَامِ الشُّعُبِ هَذَا الْإِرْتِفَاعِ, that he has inspired all these branches into the humans. لِعِلْمِهِ, because he knew بأن التكليف بالقرآن يعم أصناف الناس, that people will become bound by Quran that includes every type of people. This category, this category, this category, the lowest category, the low category, the up category, the uppest category. Got it? وأنه لا يشملهم جميعا إلا هذا النوع من الارتفاق, and only this type of ارتفاق أول includes every type of human everywhere they are living in Los Angeles, or they are living in a small area somewhere on the hilltop, but this irtifaq is inspired in everyone by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they are the addresses of Holy Quran. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqi Muhammad wa alihi wa sallam.